Hey, good morning. This is Bob with Trade Genius, 4th of August. I want to recap ES on Friday and a couple things. So, the first thing that we notice is one of the things that we talk about is, we have tips and tricks is that on Friday, the market tends to trend. And then, same with the unemployment report, when that comes out, you usually trend one direction or the other. And so right away, the news from the employment report, it held the S1, and then it started to grind higher. And typically, this would have been the move. If it had kept going down, we would have known it would just keep falling. And it just drove up, and we got money flow hits that were just pretty light. And then when the market opened, the first money flow crossover at S1 went all the way up to R2, came back down, and I was still sitting here pretty neutral, just kind of watching when I wanted to take a long position, and we got the slingshot hit. I talked about the slingshot before, so this is the 3 weeks I've been talking about this. There's been 13 slingshots, and 11 of the 13 have been wildly profitable. The 2 that were not were pretty much flat because you managed the position and down a point or two. So once we got this position here, is the stop should be set. I usually go 4 points, and it was below S2. Thought that was pretty safe, and I just let it go. And then if you just stay with the slingshot pretty much the whole day, that's a $600 gain for you. If you played it with binary options, is that when this slingshot hit, is that we took a position at 28.29. When it went down to S1 and bounced, we took another position at 28.26 and let them go. The blended average was $35 a contract gain, which is 35% on the risk capital. Not bad. And like I said, we get this over and over and over and over again. And then the other thing too is, if you looked at, and I'm going to talk macro here in a second for the ES, is oil did the same thing. Another tip and trick we have is Friday is you don't want to short oil on Fridays, so you simply wait for the first dip, and it just blew through, and this looked pretty scary. And you got the slingshot. You got to go with the slingshot, and if you'd have took the slingshot here, you would have bought it here probably at 68.05 or so, and then it just grinded up all day long into the close here, 68.50, $400. So there's tremendous opportunity, and this is over and over and over again. This is extremely reliable signal. Came with an oversold money flow. This is proprietary to us. This is proprietary to us, and you get tips and tricks. And one of the things that we did was, like I said, we're not giving the software away again anymore like we did. Is that, talk Bitcoin here in a second, is that we combined everything into what we call back to school special, and we're running it to the rest of this weekend. And then you get all the training classes, and you get the Money Machine software, and then you get all the tips and trick videos, and there's a lot of them, and I'm going to start sharing more and more of these tips and tricks on my videos here, so you can put the odds in your favor. And then we're going to give you 4 hours of personal coaching. You can split it up amongst the binary options, ETF, stock trading, or cryptocurrencies, or futures. If you just want to get in the room, we talk about this stuff all the time. You can get into any of the rooms for $400. And if you want to add $100, you can get all the training. And just knowing the tips and trick videos alone are worth the price of admission. So I encourage you to take advantage of it. The special is running until Sunday night. Now I want to get back to here because I want to show you something really interesting on the ES. I'm going to go out to 2 hour now, give you guys some perspective. What I think is going to happen, that these are standard deviation lines of volatility, and you notice it held on the green, blew right through the the one standard deviation away. This is really the midline, and then now it's reaching up to here. So my suspicion is that we're going to go for this line here next, or even go to the all-time high for this. Looks back 1 month, and see if we could double top this. So get it to 28.49. I just see no reason why that's not going to happen. Probably happen on Sunday night. And then if it did, even if it pushed up to 28.63, then we can have a negative week if they push this thing up hard, like on Monday or something like that. And then we'll just have to wait and see. But money flow is embedded right now, and any sell-offs in money flow have been bought back pretty hard. And if we go back on the daily, just looking back a year, I went ahead and I drew the line here at the all-time high. Okay, that's 28.80, and money flow is positive. Big hammer here. Here's the double top I was just referring to, and I just see little in the way of this thing not being taken out. I think the market participants probably want to get their profits out of the way before we go into the election season. So this is something to keep in mind. I'm going to talk miners, I'm going to talk China, I'm going to talk other things, markets here in my next videos, but you know, we could be shaking around here a little bit, but usually the second week of the month is negative. But the Fed meeting's already out of the way, and they might just be going for it until they get to the next Fed meeting. We just have to bear that in mind and lean that way. And then we just have to watch the VIX, and I'll talk about that one in my next video. So thanks for listening. Check us out, tradelikeagenius.com, and thanks again. Bye-bye.